when I get a chance to do a memorial service, you talk a lot about the legacy of faith that they leave behind. A lot of times, even somebody that goes to church, when they leave this earth, they're in the presence of the Lord right now, but they missed out. They missed out. And when you talk to the family, about the only thing they talk about the person that they went is that they went to church. But there's really no faith that was passed down. You know, my kids live in a generation that's the most unchurched, agnostic, atheistic, pluralistic group spiritually that's ever been in the history of America. And it's our fault. It's our fault because they didn't look at us, and we're not passing down a faith legacy. One of the hardest and favorite funerals I ever did was my wife's grandmother. We called her Mama Cut. And all anybody talked about was her faith. They said she was a nice lady because of her faith. She worked hard because of her faith. Everything they said in the memorial as they talked about what a good person she was, they didn't just say she was a good person. They didn't say she was a good person and she went to church. They said she was a good person and it was because of her what? Faith. And we live in a world right now where they say things like, well, your faith is supposed to be private. Your faith is private. Can I tell you something? No. You know, we're not supposed to be beating people over the head with a Bible, but our faith is not supposed to be private. It's supposed to be public. We're not supposed to be an obnoxiously rude public. We're supposed to be God's love with skin on public. Living our life out in such a way that people are loved toward God. It should be obvious. Let me tell you something. Mama Cut's faith was obvious. And nobody complained about it. Nobody. Because she loved everybody. And